coming through in 4, but he was pushed. Yeah, it looks like it's genuine friendship growing between these. But Zverev is now 3 out of 3 against blocks, but this time he was really tested. But he's through to round number 2.
Oh, well, how about this? Evening, everybody. Welcome into the back rooms of Wimbledon. I think we all know this route pretty well. Very few of us have made the walk. It's a walk Maya Joynt's making for the first time right now. 20-year-old Australian inside that place. The greatest tennis court in the world. Centre court on a sunny Tuesday. And listening to who knows what on her playlist. But she doesn't need to be shown the way. Serena Williams on her way down onto the court. I wonder if she's trying to block out the memories, all those fabulous memories, or reveling in them. Names on the board, and her name almost as much as anyone. And the applause as she came down the stairs, and I'm sure she's trying to keep her business face on, but we all saw the smile flicker across it. A very human reaction to an extraordinary moment, this. Who would have thought it? Well, I don't know. Eyes closed. Taking it all in. As are the family. Olympia and Adira and her husband Alexis and her sister and her brother-in-law and the whole of centre court. And she's got the headphones off now, so she'll be able to hear exactly what this means to everyone. And on the most perfect of London Tuesday evenings, with the roof shut, we want to make sure there's enough light to get us through however long this takes. Let's have a listen to the ball toss.
In between the points, it's going to start every time I say the score. The system is making all the calls, including foot calls, and there is a video review available, so you can challenge the calls like not up, touch, through, false shot, hindrance in case. Any questions? No? Would you like to call it, Maya? Heads or tails? Heads or goal? It is heads. You serve? Serena, one question. There is a bottle that you brought that it can only be these Evian bottles.
Okay,
so would that be possible to change?
Yeah, I need,
Yeah?
I need to pour.
I'll try to.
Can I get another Evian
I'll
bottle?
try to get it for
So
you.
I can
Empty
pour-
one? Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
Lovely. Thank you so much. You choose. Maya!
Oh, wasn't that lovely? She was just checking, Serena Williams. You may well have picked it up that she had the right branded water bottle. Always on message. Always making sure that everything is perfect when she's inside this perfect of places. buzz around this place. Normally, in between matches, after Alexander Zverev's match, this place would have decanted. It would only be a quarter full now for the warm-up, the knock-up in the next match. Barely anyone has left. Nobody wants to miss a second of this. Serena Williams from the United States of America, age 44, and back here at Wimbledon. Grand Slam titles 23, one more and she will join Margaret Court and Novak Djokovic at the top. And those 7 wins here, the earliest of them against her elder sister Venus. Remember when Venus was doing great things in her early years at Wimbledon? We started to hear whispers that she had a younger sister who was pretty good as well. And there is big sister, top right, with her husband Andrea. Coach in the middle, Jamir Jenkins, and with her mobile phone taking a picture, you may well recognise Renee Stubbs, Australian doubles champion here. And well, this is what it's all about, really. When everyone was asking why doing it, she was saying, because I want Olympia and Adira to watch their mum playing tennis on centre court.
2 minutes.
And lest we forget, there is somebody else on the other side of the net as well, and it's Maya Join. And you can only imagine what she's thinking at the moment. 20-year-old, brought up in the States, but opted to play for the land of her father a few years ago. A couple of singles titles, one of them on the grass at Eastbourne last year. So she knows her way around on this surface. But really the comparison is obvious when we look at her young CV so far. That will flesh out, I'm sure, as years go by. Sam Stosur on the left-hand side. So Sam Stosur and Renee Stubbs in opposite boxes. And her coach is Chris Marnie.
1 minute.
Been with Maya Joint for a long time now. And the head-to-head, well, it's brief. For the first time, for the very first time.
"30 seconds.
Everybody wanted a seat inside centre court tonight for this. She's got the best one. Mariana Veljovic from Serbia.
Ladies and gentlemen, Maya Join to the left of the chair, won the toss and elected to serve. And the warm-up.
And for those who weren't lucky enough to get a seat inside centre, hundreds and hundreds have hung around at 7:30 on a London evening. Well, you have to blink to quite believe this, don't you? Look who's back. All the years, all the memories. Debut here as a 16-year-old back in 1998. And now at the age of 44, 45 in September, Serena back in the Wimbledon arena.
First set.
Maya Joint won the toss,
serve.
and she will serve first.
Play. love 15. All.
20-year-old, born and brought up in the USA, but now representing Australia, lives in Melbourne.
Out. 15-13.
Australia's top-ranked player at the end of last year. She was as high as 28th in the world as recently as February. Back injury meant she didn't play for a couple of months in the spring. That meant to tumble down the rankings. She is parked at 87th this week. It's been a long time since she won a match.
$40-13.
24 years the junior. She was born in 2006.
Game joint.
And against the woman that she's only seen so far on the telly, she wins the first game.
First game.
The sport's greatest ever champions, though, Serena. And Serena will do. The surname is superfluous. Reacquainting herself with one of sport's greatest theatres, stages, as she looks around centre court right now. All the sights and the sounds and the smells. So much of it familiar, so much of her woven into this place. And one American tennis great is being watched by a couple of others, and we'll hear from Tracy and John in a moment or two. They've joined us in the commentary box. We've seen that before. Evening, Tracy. Evening, John. From a playing perspective, what are we looking for from Serena Williams tonight, do you think?
To me, number one, how well she's moving. I mean, that's true of most players on the tour now, but especially when you've had a couple kids and you're 44. And the serve, that's the greatest weapon in the history of the game. Her serve. She looks pretty composed. She looks fit out there. Heart rate's got to be pumping even for her, too. Boy, this is unbelievable that we're sitting here. This is a little better, Nick, than we're at, 50 rows up at the French.
Exactly.
Just a little.
Eye level.
Nick, for me, it's also looking to see if there's any rust, because
30-11.
pro players will tell you after a month or two of being out, they come out and the instincts aren't quite as sharp. She's been out almost 4 years since the U.S. Open 2022. I think playing those few doubles matches should help her. really is extraordinary to start a comeback on the center court at Wimbledon. Most people would have a little bit of a build-up. Serena's not most people, but want to play a couple of singles tournaments first.
Williams.
All she's done is play a couple of doubles matches with Vicky and Mboko. Those matches at Queen's.
1 game all per set.
But the question that she's been asked so often is why come back? And her answer has been consistent. Nothing better to do at the moment, and I've got tired of sitting around at home. School's out, the kids are on summer holidays, so why not? And like so many players nearing the end of their careers, being watched by the kids right now. Her 2 daughters alongside her husband Alexis, Olympia, who is 8, and Adira, who will tell you that she is 2 3/4, very nearly 3.
You heard ay, ay, ay from Serena. And Serena is always such a threat on second serves, but particularly second serves that are 80 miles an hour. That's where she's going to look to have an impact.
Endurance is going to be a factor. If they play points like that, you'd have to favor Maya Join if that happens too often. But I don't think you will. Serena's going to try to impose herself sooner than that on most occasions. Sure, as soon as she settles down, she's going to start doing a number on this second serve.
Game, Jones.
Well, so far so good for Maya Joy, Sam Stoser and Chris Marnie in her coach's box. Now we're at one end of centre court. Laura Robson is at the other end, underneath the players' boxes. This feels so special, Laura. What emotions are you picking up right now?
I'm feeling a lot of tension. Just the fact that we're a full ball in commentary for a first round match shows just how big this encounter is. But with the roof closed as well, courtside, it just feels so nerve-wracking. And I think both players currently feeling that. Serena with the timing on the return, like Tracy's been mentioning, she's been trying to step inside the baseline, but just looks a little bit off. I watched a lot of her practice over the past few weeks from Queens onwards. She's been working a lot on serve and first ball, return and first ball. Really compact as a player, enjoys soaking up the pace, but doesn't necessarily have a huge weapon off the baseline. So Serena can definitely find her way into the points, but my heart rate is sky high. I can't imagine for you guys in the box, let alone the players as well. It's so tense.
Last saw her playing a Grand Slam singles match on a Friday night in New York nearly 4 years ago. Third round of the US Open, she lost to the Australian, another Australian, Isla Tomljanovic in 3 sets. Friday, September the 2nd, 2022.
30 love.
3 years and 10 months later.
And everybody knew in tennis that was going to be Serena's last tournament. So every match that she played at the U.S. Open was an event. Was it going to be her last one?
She didn't actually retire there, though. She sort of left the door slightly ajar.
She never used the R word, did
No.
she?
Now I know why.
Maya Joint, very quick about the court, has an excellent two-handed backhand that she really commits to. Not easy to come out on a court where you've lost the last 12 matches that you played. Maya Joint has not won a match at the WTA level since mid-January. Cannot be full of confidence.
Yeah, she got to the quarterfinals in Adelaide ahead of the Australian Open. But then the back problem started to become an issue. We've talked of how she took 2 months off, and she really hasn't rediscovered herself since.
That serve, by the way, missed it, but 123. That adrenaline is pumping.
So the serve is still at the prime level. I mean, Serena won the title here in 2016. Her average first serve speed 109. Her fastest 124. So just one off that.
Game Williams. Two games all per set.
Both players trying to rid themselves of the butterflies, neither serving particularly well yet. If you're Joint, you better start doing it soon, because she's going to find her comfort zone on that second serve return real soon.
Fifteen love.
Told us beforehand that she knew she'd be nervous. They knew she'd be nervous on centre court for the first time, for goodness sake, against Serena Williams. But she also knows there'll never be another day like this.
What a help to have Sam Stosur as part of your team. U.S. Open champion. Just what a great mind Sam has to really be able to handle big moments like this. A few calming words.
Having some issues with that forehand. Serena's going to zero in on that.
Yes, for the first time in the match, just a little bit of pressure on the Australian serve.
Oh. 15-14.
And now for the first time, break points.
The backhand is so good from joint. It's more reliable.
30-14.
Under pressure, it's flat. It will stay low.
Feels he's much more confident on that backhand side, handled that return well. Couple bad hops on Serena Williams' side. Couldn't hit as clean as she would have liked. Not making many first serves though. That's she rolling the dice doing that.
Maya Joint moved to her right to absorb the pace on that backhand wing. That should be a clue for Williams. Try to attack that forehand. Joint only making these early days, but only 41% of her first serves in.
Yes. Advantage joint.
Well, she only turned professional last year, only her second Wimbledon, beaten in the first round on her debut 12 months ago by Ludmila Samsonova, beaten in the first rounds of the Australian Open, Roland Garros this year, but confident. I'm sure she will tell us that this is as well as she's played for a long, long time. And at the time it matters most, on the biggest stage of all.
Joint leads 3-2, first set.
We were having a chat with Laura a minute or so ago. She's got not the most glamorous position on centre court, Laura, but you are in the thick of the action, and as well as seeing great things, you can hear things as well. You're that close to the players, coaches and family box.
Yeah, I've got such a great look in at Jamir and Renee and Serena's coaching box, and Jamir is actually shouting a lot to have more discipline on return. And like Tracy's been saying, when the return's going to the backhand, Maya Joint just soaks that pace up. But I think it can be a little slower. It can afford to be slower if it goes to the forehand, because you know you're not going to get punished on that +1 shot. So there's a lot of instruction coming Serena's way, but most of it is to get to the forehand, to be disciplined, to stay low with the legs. But they look pretty okay in terms of tension up in the box. Venus taking a lot of pictures, but yeah, I'm keeping my ears open.
Ears and eyes. That +1 shot, just to explain, Tracy, the next shot after you've served.
Yeah, and that's where Serena on her own serve will look to try to get ahead. But she hasn't been able to get a hold of the second serves of Maya Joint yet. Joint's won 8 of 10 second serves. I would expect that number will go down.
Thank you, ladies.
All things considered, Joint should be very happy at the fact that she's been able to sort of weather this opening. Stay ahead early.
I saw Renee Stubbs, who's a former player, assistant coach as of now for Serena's team, putting her right hand up, meaning forehand more often. So clear now, tactically, where Serena wants to target.
Renee Stubbs knows her way around these courts as well. Australian doubles champion here, all over the world. Brilliant doubles player.
Seems like she has another gear on her serve if she needs it, but so far, holding has not been a problem.
So that's 1 point on her serve so far.
It's a well-played point by Joint. Taking it to Serena Williams. Not sure quite expected that. Doesn't really have a kill shot, but she's been timing the ball well for the most part, especially on the backhand. Well done cutting that off, taking it early.
Game.
There's the extra gear.
121. Serena's serve, without a doubt, the best of all time. She had the power, the placement, and the third that was so crucial, being able to have the clutch serve when she needed it most.
It looks like Adira has gone for the time being. She told her mum at Queen's that as much as she enjoyed watching the tennis, she'd much rather have gone to a toy shop.
You gotta hand it to Maya Joint. She's getting down low for those balls. Her knees are almost hitting the ground.
Well, she understands how to play well on grass. We mentioned she won Eastbourne last year. She saved championships points against Iala in the finals.
That's the type of return we're expecting to see off the second serve. Just that one directed right back at Joint, but she's going to start to find the range and the placement soon.
That is a shot we've seen Serena been practicing a lot in the last few weeks. Just that quick, short shoulder turn, take back through the line of the ball.
Are we back in the 2000s again?
Looked like it in that point, that's for sure.
Love how Serena looped up the ball to change the pace, give herself a little more time to recover, and then held until the last second, darted to her left. Great anticipation.
Thank you. Game joint.
But it's Joint who holds on again. And a box full of friends and family
New balls, please.
will have loved the way she started this contest.
4 games to 3. That's it.
Grew up in the USA, in Detroit. Born in Michigan, where her Australian dad, Mick, had settled. He was a professional squash player. And that's where he met Joint's mother, Katja, German squash, tennis, badminton player. And in the box tonight, their daughter with an American accent, but very much an Australian tennis player now. Moved to Brisbane 4 years ago after deciding to represent Australia. Based herself at the National Academy in Queensland, and the family followed her to Melbourne last year. And she's 20.
She's talked about how important it was for Tennis Australia to give her the support, the coaching, the nutritionists, the physios, the fitness programs. They've really
Time.
taken her under their wing. Maya Joint.
It's her mum Katja sitting behind Sam Stosur.
New balls here. I gotta
Ready
say,
for play.
impressed by both players, what we're seeing so far.
Enough. Pitino.
It's a big serve, give her credit. Timed that well. Backhand solid.
15-30.
Absorbs pace on the backhand so much better than the forehand.
She's got a great serve out wide. She's going to start using that more, I believe. Short slice. Get her some free points. Test for her here at break point down.
30-40.
Caught that a little late.
Maya Joint faced 2 break points in the 5th game. Was able to hold. Goes right to the forehand. 113, a nice solid first serve with a little extra slice on it.
Use.
The slice on the grass just makes it stay down lower, move away from an opponent.
Advantage joint.
It's her second double fault of this opening set. Second break point.
Game joint.
That's some good ball striking by Joint. Give her credit. Let's see.
Joint leads 5 games to 3.
Hubby trying to keep the spirits up. Not the start she was envisioning. Not easy even for her to walk on a center court at Wimbledon, having not played a match in 4 years. That'll work.
Look at that reaction.
And the roar as well.
La Poutine.
She's going to have to be that good against Maya Joint, who's just had the best 33 minutes of her season so far.
15.
Loved Jeannie Bouchard's line before the match that when she played Serena for the first time and looked across the net, it felt like she was watching television.
Yeah, there's certain players in the game that have that aura, certain
13.
people in the world in their chosen profession that just stand out so far above the rest. Gotta say, Maya Joint, I wasn't sure how she would handle this coming out on center court for the first time against the 7-time champion. She's been very poised. I just think that return has got to go to the forehand more frequently.
Yeah,
Even if
absolutely.
Joint isn't missing the forehand, it's just not as lethal of a weapon.
Had too much time to think about that. Close the set out, but now a little stress back in the arm for Joint.
It's a good serve. Mixing her serve up nicely.
Advantage joint.
Well played. Goodness, how much hullabaloo has she had to deal with over the last few days. And this is a real pinch me moment for her. She's just taken the first set off Serena Williams on centre court. And she played fabulously.
She did an incredible job, actually. I mean, you got to think her heart rate was skyrocketing before when she walked out here.
The roar was so loud. Both walked
I
out.
couldn't even hear what you were saying half the time. It was so loud. It was awesome. But to be able to sort of weather that and actually especially, you talked to her, hadn't won a match in the tour since January. I mean, come on.
Twice as many winners off the racket of Maya Joint.
And the second serve points won, 71%. That's a number that we didn't expect. That could be a real game changer in the second set if Serena can start to get the timing on the return. And this is where a match comes down to just a point or two in a set. And so often, if you haven't played a match, it's just not quite as instinctive. Serena had those 2 break points in the 5th game, wasn't able to convert. Would that have made a huge difference? Maya Joint wouldn't have been able to play with so much freedom.
Here's a question for the two of you, and you've played at the very top, Grand Slam champions. What is so hard about this sport to give up? What is so intoxicating about it that she's had to come back, to put herself under this kind of pressure? Because she could be very happily be sitting by a pool in Florida this evening, and she isn't. She's here testing herself still.
Nothing like challenging yourself in competition.
Yeah, she loves, obviously, the
Second
competition.
set.
And she looked out there and said, hey,
Williams.
I can still make an impact here. I doubt it's just I got nothing better to do. That total belief that she's got in herself, that's what separated her. It's made her think she can do it again now. That doesn't mean she's not feeling nerves, though, when you haven't played a single singles match in 4 years.
Love. 15-all.
Timing's not quite there yet, as you can see. More errors than you're accustomed when you watch Serena.
Such an elegant, fluid service motion.
Light, second service. (40-30).
Didn't think I'd be watching Maya Joint be the aggressor in this match.
Yes.
Taking it to Serena. It's a bit of I think Serena's surprised also. She's not known as one of the big hitters in the tour.
She's really using Serena's power. Such clean, compact strokes from the Australian.
It's the type of return we're expecting to see Serena do to join. That hasn't happened yet.
Advantage joint.
How has she lost 11 matches in a row?
That's what I'd like to know. She wasn't playing this way.
No.
That's for sure.
That backhand is magical.
Well, he set it up, understandably, as the Serena show. Right now, Maya Joint has other ideas.
First game, second set.
How well is she playing? Now, beautifully perched, midway between the royal box and the players' box, I think even closer to the players than we are, is Laura. What are you seeing? What are you thinking, Laura?
What I'm seeing on Serena's serve is that on the second in particular, she's just moving back while she's still in the motion, so she's lost that commitment there. And you can just see that the first move off the split steps looking a little bit too much of an overthinking move. There's just not that innate
Thank you,
commitment.
ladies and gentlemen.
Obviously that's because of rust, but yeah, I
Ready
just
to
feel
play.
like she'd be better off picking up the first serve percentage and just committing to the shot more, like John's been saying.
Service.
Just explain that split step, Tracy, and why maybe it's so important to the way that Serena Williams gets around the court this evening.
Yeah, I think it's important for everybody. The split step comes right the fraction of a second before your opponent hits the ball so that you can get on balance. So that you can have a quicker first step, right, left, forward, whatever need to go. I wonder if some doubts are starting to creep in Serena's mind down a break in the second set. She's trying to slow it down and regroup mentally, become clear on the tactics.
I tell you, she is doing a great job of handling Serena's pace. First rate. I don't think Serena was expecting that at all.
It's almost like Maya Joint's coming out here and playing the legend. Feels like I can just go for it, play with freedom. She's feeling like she has nothing to lose because she is really committing to these ground strokes. First one she couldn't handle.
Yep. I'm going to say not the last, but so far she's doing a
83
great
mile
job.
an hour return.
Setting to break up. She would take that in a heartbeat. Told her before the match I'd be in this position. How can she keep it up?
Actually love the slice from Serena Williams because at the moment Joint's just eating up the pace. She's gotten into a nice rhythm. Smart little change of pace from the American.
She holds.
So sort of like it's about time?
Yeah. Brief windows to another time.
Use
Not enough of them at the moment for either sister.
Remember, this is 40 love up. This could turn things around in a hurry.
Advantage, Williams.
One of the things that she's been working hard on with her coach, Chris Marnie, Maya Joint, is the mental approach. Getting points like this right.
Use.
Serena's got to be furious with herself. Missed opportunity there. Makeable forehand.
Advantage, joint.
That's a good effort from 40 love up to break point down and then pull out the next 3 points. That's strong mentally.
Joint leads 2 games to 1. Second set.
Remember, she hasn't won a match in months on the tour level.
Mid-January.
Yeah. It's a long time ago.
But again, we remind ourselves that she won Eastbourne last year. She knows her way around the grass court when she's playing at her best, and she's playing at her best right now, as Serena Williams is discovering.
Now.
Both seem to hesitate.
Thought she heard a let, no call.
Game, Williams.
Much needed. A set down and a breakdown at the start of this second set, but Serena Williams holds. 1-2.
Joint leads 2 games to 1 second set, and by 1 set allowed.
Serena Williams' debut here in 1998 as a 16-year-old. She beat the Italian Laura Galassa that day. And I'm sure you will both remember that when we first started to hear about Serena Williams, it was kind of couched in the terms that Venus has got this younger sister who's pretty good as well. You'll see her before too long. And within 4 years, she was the champion.
That was her father talking.
That was Richard, was it?
The younger one's going to be better than
She's even
Venus.
better. Yeah, I grew up in Los Angeles, Southern California, where Venus and Serena were from. is well documented. They came from Compton, and it was Richard who got them out on the public courts and watched some videos. He didn't know much about tennis and got a big bucket of balls, hit lots of balls with them, and eventually moved to Florida to get some coaching. But I heard about them at 8 and 9 in the area. They were winning everything in the juniors.
They should
I
make
hit
a film
with them
about
about that age.
Yeah.
Because one of the coach I had at the time said, I got the girls are going to be one in the world.
Did you? Yeah.
Okay, give it a couple of years. You know? They're 8 and 9. They knew what they were talking about.
And I'm sure that Richard is watching on somewhere.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
And Mom Orosine.
Yeah.
Please. Love.
Well, these are the challenges that she came back for, amongst other things, and she's got a big challenge here. Set down, breakdown to Maya Joint.
Tell you how difficult it is to go out and play a singles match when you haven't played one in almost 4 years. You're playing against an opponent who seems to be playing in an incredible zone. Serena's going to need to raise her level.
I don't think many of us know because very few people have actually done it.
Towards the latter end of both of your careers, you kind of stepped away for a while, didn't you, both of you, and then came back and gave it a go. But there wasn't that 4-year gap between you playing and not playing.
The longest gap I had was 6 months, and I was 27, so a little different here. And honestly, that seemed like a long time.
Yeah.
And how about 44 years old and a mom of 2? It's really extraordinary. Love that she has the motivation.
She's got
Still
the
has
chance
the hunger.
right here.
Thank you.
Get right back in it. Loose game from Joint. Serena's level, though, is picking up.
It is.
$30-14.
95-mile-an-hour second serve. Usually her second serve average is about 80 miles an hour for Joint, so she's realizing she has to go a little bigger.
Deuce. Advantage Joint. Game Joint.
Commentators curse there. Apologies to Serena.
So 15-40, and she serves a second serve at 95 miles an hour. Norm is 80. And then she faces the second break point and hits an ace. It's really clutch playing by Maya Joint.
It's just like she's tapping into the inspiration of this magical court in the way that Serena Williams did for so many years. And Serena Williams trying to tap back into it right now, and she needs to tap back in quickly. Break down, seconds, 1-3.
15 out.
Just to re-underline for those of you whose memories might be a little bit foggy, it's a 27-year career now that's taken in 23 Grand Slam singles titles, one short of the record, 7 of them here. Wimbledon champion for the first time in 2002 when she beat her sister Venus on this court.
It's extraordinary, John. You will remember Richard saying it at the beginning of their career because they started so young. Venus and Serena at 14 years old. And he said they won't be paying past their mid-20s. They've got other interests.
Playing doubles here. I don't think they've ever lost doubles here, have they? They won it like 5 or 6
Six times they've been champions.
14 Grand
Out of
Slam
6 though,
titles
right?
together,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah,
14
6.
out of 14 every time they get to the finals in majors. Little change up.
14-15. Game Williams.
Familiar determination on both faces.
Jointly 3-2, second set. And by 1 set allowed.
So a first title in 2002, a second a year later, again against Venus, then again in 2009, 2010, 2012, 2015. Her last was 10 years ago, 2016, when she beat Angelique Kerber out here. She was a finalist singles for the last time 7 years ago, lost to Simona Halep. And since then, she's been looking for titles and contemplating life as an ex-tennis player and filling her life very happily as an ex-tennis player. And then all of a sudden the itch came back and couldn't resist it.
Yeah, a lot of business opportunities for Serena. And remember, after having Olympia right there, the 8-year-old who Serena was pregnant with when she beat Venus at the Australian Open finals. Too many people that knew at the time. Venus was one of them, her opponent on that day. After having Olympia, Serena came back to get to 4 finals of majors. She was trying to tie Margaret Court at 24, Serena at 23.
Definitely frustrated her that she wasn't able to get that one. You know, be a mom, win one, and that's part of that motivation. Get her back out there after having a second child. Doesn't look like the feel and the touch is really there for Joint, though. He's not hit a drop shot. I would have thought she would have tried that. See how well Serena's moving.
Another short forehand that Joint struggled with. Tried the topspin last game, the slice there.
done.
So smart. Not trying to hit through joint there. First the angle to spread the court. Joint's in trouble.
15,
And in comes Serena. And the volley hits on the inside of the ball, so the spin moves away from joint.
Thank you.
Perfect play there. It looks to me like she'd be on to something if she did that more often.
Well, it's hard to imagine that Maya Joint has played a better hour of tennis this year. She had an excellent year last year, but because of the back injury that we mentioned at the top, 2026, not quite so full of fortune so far, but this is a turnaround.
That was tremendous. I didn't see this coming.
No.
She'd be going toe-to-toe with Serena and winning a lot of the points. That was impressive.
40-30.
This has got to feel so amazing for Maya Joint. She's been ranked as high as 28 in the world earlier this year. She got flu at the beginning of the year as well. Had to miss the United Cup the first week. Started losing momentum.
Thank you. Use.
Looking a little winded from that previous point. Tosses in the double.
Was coming. We've been here before, Tracy.
Threads the needle there. Joint was smothering the net.
Break back point.
Advantage Williams.
It's sort of like what we come to expect from Serena, but we sort of still expect it, even though she hasn't played a match in 4 years. That was really well done.
Not what
Ready
you
for
want to
play,
hear
ladies and gentlemen.
if you're the opponent.
Thank you.
She's eaten up this pace. Every time Serena mixes up the rhythm, seems like she's winning the point.
game before new balls. The ball's a little fluffed up, not coming in quite as hard. This opportunity for Joint, it would be big for her to bounce back. Get a break right back. That's called out, love 40.
Love 14.
Maya Joint, whose best friends call her the Ginger Ninja, and she's bouncing around behind the baseline now. 3 break points for a 4-3 lead in the second set. Well, she hits back straight away. And Serena Williams broken for the second time in this second set. Maya Joint, 2 games away. Laura on the other side of the court side.
Yeah, what I've noticed in the past 2 games, and something that the coaching team of Serena has been trying to point out to her, is the breathing. I think at times, especially in the first set, it looked like she wanted it so bad that she's almost forgetting to release into the shot. And then you saw those points where it just didn't have the sort of conviction that we expect from her. And one, that she's so natural at, especially on the backhand side, it looked like she was pulling across the body at times, but just a bit more of a release into the shot in those past 2 games, even though she was broken that. I just feel like it's picking up the energy levels as well when you're kind of taking a deep breath before the point, but also during the shot. And the other thing that I'm hearing a lot from the coaching box is to drop into the slice backhand. Jimmy is really wanting her to use that shot more. We saw it once or twice, and John pointed out that Maya doesn't necessarily have the best feel when she's forced to slow things down on her own racket, but just to mix up the pace, because Joint just soaks up that cross-court exchange. She's been phenomenal at that throughout this match, but she's really not been pushed up off the baseline at all. I'm expecting hopefully a couple more angles here.
Yeah, as you were talking, we saw Jameer Jenkins, Laura, making that same point about the slice backhand.
Thank you.
And with new balls, it is the 20-year-old Australian, 4-3.
Also, it'll get interesting now for Maya Joint to see if she can remain just as poised now that you're up a set in a break and so close to the finish line. A lot going on in her head.
Good luck with that. Staying calm. Double fault, then an ace. Not give me to be easy for her to do that.
Good play.
Not easy shot at a topspin volley from below the net, but she made it look pretty easy.
Attack the second serve to the sideline, push Joint off balance. Those are the small windows of opportunity that Serena has not been able to take advantage of.
waiting for her to punish that second serve. Starting to happen more often.
That's the connection we've been waiting for. So clean.
Advantage, Williams.
Jameer Jenkins on the right.
Game, Williams.
Back and punching in this second set. And she's broken back again.
Well, this is where doubt creeps in for someone who hasn't won a match in 5 months.
Games all,
He's lost
second set.
12 in a row or something.
Join had a point for 5-3.
Ready for play. Thank you.
Tracy, one of the features in the pre-game chat was how much harder Serena Williams would hit the ball. Actually, Hawkeye are telling us a different story.
Yeah, this is a real surprise for Maya Joint. She's hitting 8 miles an hour faster on her forehand, 3 miles an hour faster on the backhand. Serena is known as one of the most powerful players, if not the most powerful in the game, in the history.
Figino. Please. Light for service.
For the first time in this second set, Olympia's mum moves ahead.
Williams leads 5-4, second set. First set joint.
How many times has she come back from like deficits and won tournaments and majors. It's more than anyone in, I think, the history of our game.
That just shows her mental toughness. You're spot on, John. And I think that aura got inside Joint's head. She's so hard to close out.
And now she's going to be really feeling the pressure, Joint. As she serves, she's starting to shake her arm out the last service game. Tension starting to fill the body. And this is going to be a tall order to get out of this set for her.
Time.
Well, I'm told that people started to queue outside 2 days ago to make sure that they were at the front of the queue this morning to be on centre this evening. And those who haven't made it on centre this evening are still out on the hill, taking all of this in. Just making sure that Maya Joint happy with the ball selection. She's been working an awful lot on her serve and on her mental development with her coach Chris Marnie in recent times. Both will be put under pressure here, serving to stay in this second set.
La Pitine.
Got a good break at love 15 on that second serve. It took a bad hop. Let her settle down that little bit, try to get this hold. Seems to be starting to slip away for her. She pulls together nicely to get the hold pretty easily, as it turns out.
Joint. Five games all, 7 sets.
Yeah, there was a moment when Joint lost that first point in the previous service game, that for the first time there was just a shadow of an echo of frustration on the face, but she recovered so impressively. 5-all.
Since love 15, that last game, seems like Serena's feeling the tension. 3 mistimed returns, couple off the frame.
Fifth and sixth double faults back to back.
You can replicate. You can practice all you want. Play plenty of practice sets. Tough to replicate these feelings. Match tension.
Take your time, Serena. You got it. Great.
It's not often you see her serve more double faults than aces, which is the case at the moment. And quickly, she's down love 40. just when it looked like joint was going to melt down, she's got a chance to break and maybe serve for the match. Figure she was just going to spin that in after serving a couple doubles. Joint knew that, but she a little late. That was a heck of an opportunity there.
Both tightening up, understandably.
Deuce.
Love 40 to deuce. Amazing.
I'm looking at Maya Joint's mum on the other side in the friends and families box. She's almost hiding behind Sam Stowe so she can barely watch this. The pride and the pain and the responsibility of being a parent.
Advantage Williams.
Doing all she can to get her daughter back into this game.
Serena hesitated, thought one of the balls was long. It's the baseline.
Stopped playing, basically, but had a good look at the pass, couldn't connect.
Thank you.
Stress level increasing for both these two.
Ball right on the line from Joint that seemed to half bamboozle Williams.
Serena could use a big first serve now. joint, showing some disappointment to her camp and her mom, trying to calm her down.
Mom catcher. You can all feel it at home, but this feels like the chunkiest bit of the match, doesn't it? These next few minutes, if Williams can get through this set. But it's a big if. Second serve that bit up into the throat of the Australian.
That had extra jump. Great movement on it.
Advantage Williams.
Renee Stubbs on her feet. Jameer Jenkins,
Please.
coach, on his feet. All of us on the edge of our seats.
Serena not getting a lot of first serves in, and it's going to be interesting how Joint reacts, particularly if she doesn't win this game, because she's had a lot of chances starting with love 40.
First serve makes a big difference.
Advantage Williams. Game Williams.
You don't become one of the greatest athletes of all time for nothing. Champion's heart, champion spirit. And she's still in this fight, Serena Williams. But so too Maya Joint, but she has to deal with that disappointment.
Second set. First set Joint.
Well, that's going to be super difficult to overcome with the chances she had. The love 40, the other one. I mean, it was there for the taking. And that is going to be a long changeover.
And if you're Maya Joint, you've just got to convince yourself those are in the past. I'm still in the hunt because I'm on serve. She's been serving well. Her average service speed is about 6-7 miles an hour faster than she's been serving this year. So she's really decided that she needs to go for it.
She's been up a break twice already this set and couldn't capitalize. She had that chance, and this is going to be really hard for her to overcome. Mom was telling her, be quiet, don't let the crowd get more into it. Just do your thing, and she's done it well for the most part. Not that last game.
Well, the pressure once again on the service game of
ladies and gentlemen.
Maya Joint.
Thank you.
Serving to stay in this second set, 5-6. Serena Williams got a good read on that serve. She was in quickly, anticipated it, but the reaction of Joint even better. Coach Chris Marnie been helping to develop this young woman's career.
Light service.
Guided her rapid rise up the rankings over the last couple of years.
Whoa. Accurate serving.
14.
Tying Serena with 5 aces each.
Wouldn't have bet on that.
No.
Game.
More aces than Serena.
All of a sudden, she pulls one out of the bag.
6 games all. Second set. Tiebreak.
And Serena Williams' future in the singles, at least, at this year's Wimbledon, rests on what happens during this
Thank
tiebreak.
you.
And she will serve first.
Good little chip from joint and on grass. Keep it inside the service line and low. Tough for an opponent to keep the net out of the equation.
Light service.
And going after that forehand on the second serve. Williams hasn't quite locked into the timing.
So a couple of mini breaks over the course of the first 3 points. We are on serve. Williams 1-2.
Well played from a tricky position. It was mishit. She thought it was going out, but soon saw that ball land right on the line. That's well done. Husband Alexis, daughter Olympia.
Thank you.
Impressive from Joint, to say the least.
Joint.
Look at this match point.
Well, she has tested time, questioned it. What she's wondering now
Thank you.
is if it catches up with even the greatest champions. Match point. Not just yet, says Serena.
That's a clutch serve. Right down the tee. Had to be close to on the line with extra slice to move away from Joint.
It's that fabulous, delicious part of the tiebreak now as well, isn't it? Where every other point is going to be either a set point or a match point. All of us taking deep breaths.
Biggest serve of the match for pretty good timing.
7-6 Williams.
To bring up set point.
Please. Thank you. Williams. 7-6. 1-0.
Once again, taking care of business on what might feel like her own little patch of London, her own back garden. Watched by big sister. Serena takes us into a third and deciding set on centre. Well. I think we knew it would be like this, Tracy.
We sort of figured it.
Yeah, we did, didn't we, John?
Save a match point for the 20th time.
With a big serve. And then an ace
Exactly.
to get herself a match point.
What do we pick out of this?
Where do you start? Unreal that we're sitting here watching this, and she did it again.
Yeah.
Saves a match point.
It's actually one of those matches where you can digest the numbers for as long as you want, but it's now about heart and soul, isn't it? And about why she is here, what it's all about, and what this opportunity offers for Maya Joint as well.
Oh, it's incredible to stop the 12-match losing streak for Maya Joint, and that would be against Serena Williams, the greatest of all time, on center court at Wimbledon. Couldn't have a better storyline for that young lady. But for Serena Williams, the intensity, the ability to stay so focused and come up with those serves. I said that was the third component, the power, the accuracy, and how clutch she is when she needs the big serve.
Time.
You just got to figure that Serena Williams is going to get even better in this third set, every set that she plays in singles. It's been a long time.
Well, you mentioned it, John, that inevitably, when she's on the run that she is, she's lost the last 11, as well as she's played, there will be some doubt now, surely creeping in.
Well, she started feeling that in the second set, to be honest, and may have cost her that match, and also just the feeling she got from the other side of that from Serena. But this is going to be really tough for her to overcome.
Starting over.
It's hard.
You're on the precipice.
Yeah, this is one of the hardest things to do, to overcome what she just had, having a match point against such a great champion.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Ready for play.
Start of the third set. Serena Williams just questioning the bounce.
Of a call on the right baseline.
Ain't gonna win this argument.
15 love.
Timing on that forehand return. Return is such a timing shot. Gotta get grooved to feel confident to go for it.
This is a here we go again moment. Can't win, you know, and that creeps in your head. And you know who senses it, even though she hasn't played in 4 years. You better believe Serena's right on it.
Please.
Impose her will now. The fact that she has this will now, that's what's truly amazing.
Gotta like that.
It's so hard for Joint at the moment to be thinking forward. She's got to erase that memory of the match point that she had.
Yes.
Save 2 break points. Back to deuce.
Advantage Jones.
You got to give Joint credit for pulling out of that game. Now, that was impressive. Hopefully lift the spirits a bit.
First game, final set.
Yeah, she is a 20-year-old who continues to impress us. Reminder that she arrived in London on an awful run after all the excitement of winning Eastbourne last year. actually beat Alex Yala in the final, and Alex Yala waits in the second round for whoever wins this one.
That's ironic.
Tracy, yep, she beat Mexico's Renata Zarazua very handily across on court 12 a little earlier, 6-1, 6-2. So it will be a Filipino against either an Australian or an American. And we're heading into a third set to decide which it will be.
That last game was very important for Maya Joint after not being able to convert that match point down 15-40 and kept her head about her. Not seen many of those mistakes up to this point in the match from Joint. Hands going up in the air. She's just looking a little despondent, more than we've seen.
You haven't won a match in 5 months. You're up a break twice in the second set. You have a match point. It's hard not to get despondent. This is the battle she's facing, along with who she's playing.
That backhand right there is why Joint had so many people talking after she won Eastbourne and won actually a couple of titles last year. One on clay, one on grass.
Williams.
I missed that roar.
1 game all, final set.
Don't think her opponents did, though.
No, it's a Wimbledon roar. It's breathless inside centre court. Outside, a picture. Perfect London summer's evening.
Serena has got to feel that Joint is cooling off just a touch. Joint was playing at an incredible level. That's a grass court serve right there. A little slice right on the line, and the ball checks. It stops. Disrupts your swing path.
The opposite of what happens on clay. So these, a lot of adjustments these players need to make. These different surfaces.
Light, the service.
Yeah, the ball hits the line on clay. It comes at you just a little bit quicker than it would have done it if it had hit the red dust.
That's what we expected to see on those second serves. Starting to happen more often.
30.
Serena's backhand return so reliable. Just the short take back, the stability of the left hand.
She should take a step to her right. Try to go join into going up the middle. And she went wide again, got the desired result.
40-30.
Didn't miss that by much.
Deuce.
First one of the match, as far as I can remember. Well done.
Cut the head off the top of that, didn't she? Goodness me, what a shot.
Nice to see a little versatility. Beautifully done. One winner. One drop shot. Serena's really getting on top of the baseline now, dictating play.
She's hitting the ball a whole lot better.
Yeah.
That's
She's
for sure.
hitting closer to the baseline. It's getting on joint quicker.
Such a fascinating contrast that a player really at the beginning of her tennis career and another just wondering if there's anything left in the bottom of the bottle of hers.
Poor shot selection there. So joint kind of tap her head.
Deuce.
Two coaches, one mother.
Forehand definitely starting to spray more than the first two sets.
Advantage.
They're trying to keep her positive in that box. Sam leading the way, but not an easy thing to do at the moment.
Game.
the first time in this match, Serena Williams, the 7 times Wimbledon champion, is
New
ahead.
balls, please.
She leads 2-1, third set.
Williams leads 2-1, final set.
Well,
And if we're
are we surprised?
Well,
Yes and no. I mean, not really.
Well,
What do you think, Tracy?
It's just
to me, it's sort of like, yeah, it's almost as if you just expect it.
it's still so hard to do what
I know.
Serena Williams is trying to do after 4 years, facing that match
That's
point.
what's incredible.
But
we
you
still
knew
believe
if she
it's going to
could
happen.
just get through it. In this first set, Serena Williams 5% inside the baseline, and was able to push her way much more into the court the second and third sets. And this makes such a huge impact. It went all the way up to 20%, because therefore she's striking the ball so early. It's getting on to Maya joint
Time.
quickly. She can't dictate as much. Just
that's a little sign of Serena Williams being a little bit more aggressive.
More comfortable.
The territory game, John.
Well, that's something that we were going to watch carefully for and see how well she was moving, how aggressive she'd be on the second serve, for example. She wasn't clicking in the beginning, but it's coming together at the right moment, just before it was too late. Remember, she was down match point 10, 15 minutes ago.
came up with a big serve and then an ace to get her own match point.
Thank
It's
you.
almost by torchlight
Ready to
outside
play.
now, under the lights, with the roof shut here on centre court, as it has been all match, knowing that the light would dwindle. New balls, 2-1, third set with a break. Serena Williams. New balls even faster.
15 love.
That was on joint in a flash.
On.
Smart, added a touch of topspin to that forehand for control.
15-13.
It's a seventh ace.
It hasn't been a great service day for her, but she's gotten them when she's really needed them.
Serena's also been targeting the forehand. That's middle of the second set. That changed.
was a roar of a different nature.
Yeah, a roar of how did I miss that?
Juice.
Well, you haven't played a lot of matches, so we'll cut you some slack. Certainly knows she should have made that.
Light service.
About as good a return as you can hit right there. Preferring the backhand as she should. Much more consistent for her. More dangerous shot. Break point.
Game joined.
Slight miss it, but it dropped in.
The apology, an Australian one. Exasperation, All-American.
2 games all, final set.
But
And
the
that
right
is a-
back, Tracy.
That's a tough game for Williams to lose because she's up 2-1 the break and has an ad, that short backhand approach that normally would have won the point. Would have been up 3-1.
Thank you.
Vietnam.
Stepping into that one beautifully.
Right on the baseline.
15-all.
That's when you can tell Serena's gaining confidence when she's so close.
Joint's been to the second round a couple of times, I think, now at the US Open.
Mm-hmm.
Never hit.
You got to think a little bit with Serena. I mean, she hasn't played a match. Now it's past 2 hours. You know, what physically, you know, forget the mental part, which is stress and nerves make you tired. Now she's got to deal with that reality.
4-2.
I'll emphasize your point, Nick. Joint is just 2-7 in majors. This would be by far the biggest win. Not by rankings, but by prestige.
Game joined.
20-year-old Australian who continues to impress us and frustrate Serena Williams. Maya Joint back in front in this third set, 3-2.
You got to love the fight from her, though.
Yeah.
Because it just all was coming down and on her shoulders, and the chances she had to keep battling. That's all you can ask for as a competitor. Watch it. I'd love to see it from here.
What I'd love an answer from you two on is the first time you were on a court playing somebody who at that time was a bigger name than you, a bigger star, somebody that you looked up to, when you thought, actually, I can beat this person today. Do you remember that?
Well, John, it would have to be Jimmy.
When I played Jimmy here in the semis,
Yeah.
Jimmy Connors. But my legs were shaking the first couple sets. I was so nervous about being out here. And then I won the third set after losing the first. So maybe I can beat this guy.
You were 18.
But I didn't have that belief, I think, necessary. And that's what you got to try to find if you're playing someone as great as Serena Williams, even though she hasn't played. And I give her credit when things could have slipped away quickly that she's battled back.
I played Chrissy here when I was 14 in the third round. Didn't think I had a chance.
14.
14. 14.
Well, London looking at its best again this evening. Centre court putting on another show. Serena Williams, third set, 2-3.
John, there's been a real dip from Serena since she missed that backhand approach. Overcooked it. Got broken. Joint held the last game at love.
Seems almost to be rushing a little bit right now. She's got to slow herself down here. That's a tremendous shot by Joint. Her backhand is going to get her back in the mix in the women's game. That is a beautiful stroke.
Serena also seems to have lost a little energy.
Yep.
Not pushing up on her serve.
You don't go on the practice court and you can't possibly get the same feeling. And right now she's up against it a bit. It looked all so great. A break up now. Love 40 to go down a break. Rushing almost.
Game.
Wow. It's like all the air came out of the balloon.
Yeah, I was going to say exactly the same thing. That's how it feels on this side of the court. I wonder what it feels like on the other side, Laura.
Yeah, from about halfway through the second set, I could see Serena's fitness trainer and physio telling her to eat something just to keep nibbling on the changeovers. I think they were worried already about half an hour ago about energy levels because this is a real pickup in intensity.
Got to put yourself in Maya Joint's nice white trainers right now, however. She is exploring new territories in her life. 2 games away.
Serena's trying to weather this energy loss and get that second, third win right now. But she's going to need if she's going to pull this off.
The second point she's won since that 40-30 point. It seemed to come out of nowhere, the decrease in energy.
Totally, I couldn't agree with you more. I didn't see it coming. Maybe we should have. But she hasn't played any matches.
Usually it's more gradual.
Thank you.
just feel like it's now or never for Serena.
Please.
She's starting to race away. And she is a game away
Joint leads 5 games to 2
from knocking out a 7-time former Wimbledon champion. She leads 5-2.
Rather stunned silence here, and not only the booth, but also the crowd.
A point away from up 3-1.
Yeah. It was that easy backhand to go up 3-1. We're all like, it's Serena. What do we expect? And then you're like, she's 44.
Yeah.
And it's been 2 hours and 15 minutes. And you're like, okay, now you get that too. But it's still hard to sort of digest it and comprehend what just happened, because it does look like all of a sudden the energy level dropped considerably.
Well, whatever happens, it won't be the last time we'll see her here at Wimbledon, because she'll be doubling up with her sister Venus over the next couple of days. Venus, who's 45 now. They're playing in the doubles that starts tomorrow. But as a Wimbledon singles player, the sands of time and all that. What has she got left? Centre court, telling her what they think of Serena Williams.
Yeah, they want more. Who doesn't?
Thank you.
At the age of
Ready for play.
44, here she is, serving to stay in this year's Wimbledon.
Love.
Let's see how Maya Joint does when she has to serve for it. The plot twist may have not ended quite yet. Not sure if she's hit a volley yet. That was the first one. That was pretty impressive.
I keep checking the stat that says she's lost her last 11 matches.
Last 12, because it was the quarters. 11 opening round matches.
Game
well, let's see how she holds her nerve here, serving for the match.
If you're Serena, goal is to get as many returns back in play, many balls back in play, make Joint feel this moment. Make her earn it.
Well, Maya Joint grew up in the States. Family based themselves in Detroit when her dad Mick moved
Thank
out
you.
from
Ready for
Australia.
play.
She knew all about Serena Williams. Here she is, serving to knock her out of Wimbledon.
Love 15. Please.
She had match points at the tail end of the second
Thank you.
set.
Please, ladies and
She
gentlemen.
has another hit.
Seems like Serena might be limping a little.
Juice. Advantage joint.
Down
saying
the tee.
Down the tee.
Down
Get
the
ready
tee.
for the
Down
tee.
the middle.
Just
Thank
get it
you.
in. That should have been. What's that signal?
Game. Setna joint.
Maya Joint
6-3.
has just beaten a legend. One of the greatest athletes of all time that she watched growing up on the telly. And Serena's gone. And we wonder if time has finally caught up with the great, great Serena Williams. But tonight, this is Maya's joint.
Well put, sir.
Got to give her all sorts of credit. Coming in on such a difficult losing streak, playing the greatest of all time on center court, never played on this court. Had a match point in the second, was able to regroup in the third. And for this lady, incredible.
Do you think this is it? She'll be 45 if she's here again in a year's time. What do you reckon, Matt?
You think I know?
Well, I don't know.
Come on.
Yeah.
Don't ask me a question that's unanswerable.
44 years old. Serena won 7 majors before Maya Joint was even born. Incredible to put herself out there. 8-year-old Olympia, got to watch mom.
What do you think, Tracy? I mean, you've known her since she was very young. Will there still be the fight in her to come back at the age of 45 and give it another? We're speculating, Matt. Don't look at me like that. It's what we do. It's our job. What do you think?
I think
I
we
wouldn't
just
have thought she'd come back in the first place.
No.
Go ahead, Tracy.
I think we've got to celebrate Maya Joint now and celebrate Serena coming back at 44.
Here she is with Rishi Passett.
Maya, huge congratulations. if we could just start with your reaction to defeating 23-time Grand Slam champion Serena Williams on centre court under the roof at Wimbledon.
Yeah, I really don't know what to say right now. Well, I don't know what just happened, to be honest.
Okay, let's start with coming out onto court and how nervous you would have been, or were you, to play Serena Williams in this arena.
Yeah, I didn't get much sleep last night. I was up till like 2 a.m. just thinking about it. Yeah, walking out, I forgot the warm-up. I don't know what happened. My legs weren't moving. I really don't know how I got a pretty good start in the match. I mean, she has such an aura. She's such a legend, and this court has so many huge names that have played on it. I've been dreaming about this moment since I was a little kid, so this is pretty crazy.
What was the toughest part about playing against someone that you said you idolized, or one of the players you idolized as a player or as a young person growing up?
I think just trying to come out on court and play a match against her. I think just the start was very nerve-wracking, and then trying to finish out the match as well. She definitely lifted her level, and yeah, she played some really great tennis there, and yeah.
Last year you actually had a fair bit of success, but it's fair to say 2026 hasn't really gone your way. Where did you find this performance from? Where did you find the inspiration for this performance?
Yeah, I mean, my last couple matches have been pretty good. I thought I was playing pretty well, and I was getting very competitive with them. So even though I didn't win many matches this year, I still felt like I could win. I had the belief. And yeah, I just took advantage of the moment, just enjoyed it. Didn't really think about the previous matches I played.
And how much inspiration did you draw from your box? Notice that you looked up there a fair few times, and even now, it's hard to get away from that. How much did that help you to? Yeah,
they pulled me through everything. I mean, the box is full. Thank you guys for coming. Thanks for sticking with me the whole time. Yeah, they pulled me through this match, and they've pulled me through all the matches I've ever played in my career, so thank you guys for everything.
Well, we're going to go and allow you to celebrate with your players and all the people in your corner. Congratulations to Maya Joint.
Thank you.
Well, Maya Joint's mum, Katja, definitely helped her through, Tracy. There was a point midway through that match where she was telling her to calm down. And I think we saw a glimpse of what was surely Maya's favourite teddy bear, who had been hiding away, unable to watch the teddy bear. We do not know the teddy bear's name, so we won't speculate, but it was lovely to see her mum brandishing the teddy bear just after match point. And let's be frank, we came to enjoy Serena Williams for one more time on centre court, but we'll leave